Welcome in another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. Let's get started. Now time for the results and highlights portion of the show. We start at the Knoxville Raceway last Saturday, where it was season championship for all three divisions. We'll break each division down, starting with the Pro Series. And in the Pro Series, nothing major happened until we got to the A-Main, and on the start, Chase Young took a nasty ride when him and Tyler Barrick got together on the start. Chase Young was communicated with the medical staff, but went for an observation. And when I talked to Chase a day later, he was sore, but thankful for all the safety equipment, because it could have been a lot worse. And once the feature got restarted, Russ Hall took the early lead till about with 2 to go, when Brandon Warrington took a spin, set up a green-white checkered, and winning it was Russ Hall. There was 13 cars in action for that night. Russ Hall was your winner. Second, Ever Epperson. Third, Mike Johnson. Fourth, Mike Mayberry. And fifth, Chris Walraven. Picking up the track title, had to start ninth or finish ninth or better, was the 99 of Matthew Seltzer, was your track champion. In the 360 class, was going to be the drama class of the night. 7 guys coming into the night had a shot at the track title, and you had some guys doing double duty and a couple that had nowhere to race. So 38 cars signed in for action. The action quickly got tough when in Heat Race 2, Alan Zoot took a hard right on the backstretch, but he did walk away. And then in the B main, battling for the lead, Christian Bowman and Kobe got together, giving Christian Bowman the worst end of it and slowed. And then we'll have highlights of the first A main starting now.
20 laps to the board, the green flag is out. The winner, turn number 1 and 2. Hassey shows the way. McCarl back to the inside. McCarl going to try and challenge that lead entering turn number 3. Racetrack. Oh, big crash. Look out. 1 car up and over. 2 cars involved. It's going off. 20 laps to the board. Green flag is out. Well, look out. Contact made over turn number 1 and 2. Clint Garner got together with Terry McCarl. Garner falling back now. Keep her on the 40. He'll try and regain some speed. Meanwhile, back up front of your race going off the lid. McKenna Hassey is a little loose. Front, keep your eye. Your race for the lead in turn number 2. McKenna Hassey down to the inside. You've got a new leader in turn 3. Hassey to the point. McCarl now up the second place spot. Groves going to try and follow suit. And now Clint Garner off the pace in turn number 1. We'll see if we can make it back to the pits. 3 cars involved in the battle going off that 6th and 7th place spot coming around turn number 4. Jamie Ball is trying to gain some ground entering turn number 1, but he can't quite get there. Again, Hassey shows the way, but again, top 3 all strung out single file. Meanwhile, great racing going on with Calvin Landis and Wayne Johnson. McTrayton spots and positions every single corner now. Wayne Johnson has a spot. Back up front, though, keep Ryan, McKenna Hassey, and Carson McCarl. Your race now for the lead. McCarl ducks down to the inside to try and test the waters and below. Going to be side by side, get the advantage for now to McKenna. But your race now for the lead off of turn number 4 is going to be side by side by a no. It's McKenna who slams the door entering turn number 1. McCarl falls back in line in second. Now they both ride that berm exiting turn number 2. Handling issues now. McKenna Hassey goes to the top side of the racetrack. She got a little loose coming on the exit of turn number 4. And now McCarl's right there on the bottom side of the racetrack. The top side he goes in turn number 1 and 2. Lab car right in the way. Here comes McCarl. Your race now for the lead. Drag race the back straight away. You've got a new leader. The final time in turn number 3. Hassey to try and answer back on the top side. They're going to be side by side around turn number 4 and drag race to the line. Carson McCall's going to hold him off in the win in Knoxville.
And on that last lap, happened to be the lap car, was Carson's dad, Terry McCarl. And after that, that gave Carson McCarl a 70-point advantage going into feature 2. Your top 5 of feature 1 was Carson McCarl, your winner, McKenna Hassey second, third Lee Gross, fourth Austin McCarl, and fifth to Kevin Landis. And when we got to feature 2, this was the makeup from June 22nd. It was going to be at 20 laps, but intermittent rain showers was part of the issue. Now here's the highlights.
20 laps to the board. The green flag is out for your final A-Main of 2019 in Knoxville. Nearly going to be 3 wide entering turn number 1 and 2. Keep around the battle going on for that second place spot in the back straightaway. Clayton Garner to the outside. Calvin is going to be the inside. And now Garner has the advantage entering turn number 4. Your battle now for that third place spot. Carson McCall's got it. Every position going to count in this one as they enter turn number 1. McKenna Hassey finished second in the A-Main earlier tonight. Now riding in that fifth place spot. Looks to the inside of Calvin Landis. Battle for 4th entering turn number 3. Hassey's got it over in turn 3. Now Landis back to 5th. He might have some more company from Josh Higdon. Top. Jamie Ball still gets strong as your battle continues over in turn number 4. Matt Morrow's trying to creep up inside that top 5 right now. Morrow, that 7th place spot. 3. Morrow puts that right rear against the cushion. Now kind of diamonds the corner off. Nice and smooth. He'll have the spot at the line. Morrow now up one more spot inside the top 5 to 5th. Straight away. Matt Morrow peeks to the inside of a lap car. Jonathan Hughes is right there and is away. Whoa, big trouble in turn number 2. Ryan Levitt, around 10 laps to go. The green flag is back out. Great start up front. Could have a race lead coming up. She's coming around turn number 2. Clint Garner gets a bit of a run in the back straightaway off of turn number 2. Drag race entering turn 3. Ball to the inside. Garner going to be up top. Ball has the advantage. Slides up for right now. Garner second. Carson McCall third. McKenna Hassey fourth. Race now for 5th. Giles to the inside on that ball. Off of turn number 2 to the back straightaway. Giles now inside the top 5. That time by with just 4 to go. Carson McCarl sitting comfortably in that third place spot. Now here comes Ryan Giles the inside over in turn number 3. It's around McKenna for 4th. Whoa, car over in turn number 2 upside down. Nate Mills, the car on the side over there in turn number 2.
Sometimes, rain will help you, I guess. I've never had it help me before, but I'm just happy we got it in. We've been waiting for this one since July 22nd.
So the year of the rain for the Knoxville Raceway made another appearance. It was called with a couple laps to go. Your winner, Jamie Ball, second, Clint Gardner, third, Carson McCarl, fourth, McKenna Hassey, and fifth, Ryan Giles. Track champion was Carson McCarl. In the 410s for their season championship, we had 27 410s making the call that night, signed in. Heat races were pretty much tame until we got to the A-Main. It was scheduled for 25. You'll hear in the highlights, then it got cut to 20 because of the rain became a factor. Here's the 410 highlights.
Off of turn 4, green flag is out. Oh, trouble on the front straightaway, red flag. The distance, green flag waves. Wade Johnson getting a fantastic start on the field as he jumps through 3 and 4 now, leading off the bottom of turn number 4. As the battle continues for the lead in turn 1. Wade Johnson on the bottom, Gio Selzy right through the middle of turns 1 and 2. You've got a new leader off of turn 2. Down the back straightaway now, Gio Selzy out front, the car number 71. Third, Terry McCarl fourth. He's being pressured now. Here comes Kerry Madsen to the inside. Madsen taking a look at McCarl down the back straightaway. Josh Schneiderman off the throttle in turn 3. Now Selzy to the bottom of 3, slides through the middle of 4, finds the cushion in turn. He'll get by the lap car down the front straightaway. Johnson working through traffic in that car number 2C. Then it's Brooke Tatnall holding on to the 3rd spot. Terry McCarl under pressure from Kerry Madsen. Madsen slides up across the nose. McCarl gets out of the gas. Now back on the hammer. Down the back straight of McCarl looking low. Slides through the middle of 3. Finds the cushion. Here comes Brian Brown right behind him. Tasker Phillips gets a little bit loose. That's R.J. Johnson now slowing up on the top of turns 3 and 4. Oh, look out! Brooke Tatnall nearly got into his. R.J. Johnson rolls to a stop. Oh, boy. That was close. Gets on the gas off the exit at turn number 4 to the green. Gio goes to the top. Wayne Johnson right to the bottom. Now you're race for the lead in turn 2. Not enough. Down the back straightaway. Gio able to hold him off. Down the back straightaway. Keep your eye on the battle for the runner-up spot as they work down the back chute for the final time. Gio Selzy got a good start early in the race. Makes his way to the top of turn 4 and picks up the twin checkers from Doug Clark. Gio Selzy is the winner. Wayne Johnson comes home second. Kerry Madsen gets the 3rd spot.
Earlier in the night, Brian Brown clinched the championship by time trialing well. So Brian Brown is your track champion. In other series over the weekend, in Mansfield, Ohio, was the Dirt Million for late models, and the big winner winning the big cash on Saturday night was Brandon Sheppard. All-Star Circuit of Champions was in Pennsylvania all weekend. At Friday night at the Grove was 2 features. Aaron Reitzel picked up the first one. Donnie Christ with Lance DeWeese driver picked up the second one. Picking up the feature at Lincoln on Saturday was Skylar G. And Sunday, the controversy night, which you've all heard by now with the box rule and all that. Winner was at BAPS, Gerard McIntyre. The World of Outlaws was in action as well at Friday night at Rapid City, South Dakota. Which the winner was, and I'm going blank real quick. It was Black Hills Raceway, Speedway. Black Hills Speedway was the site. 21 cars entered, or was that 18? They all run together. 18 cars actually entered. Yep, 18 cars. Your winner was Carson Macedo. Second, Shane Stewart. Third, David Gravel. Fourth, Darren Pittman. Fifth, Sheldon Honchild. Then Friday night, they went to Saturday night, they went to the state of Montana, where there was 21 cars at the Big Sky Speedway. And the winner was David Gravel. Second was Logan Schuart. Third, Donnie Schatz. Fourth, Sheldon Honchild. Fifth, Brad Sweet. And then we had the USAC and Doyle National Sprint Cars. Had 4 nights over at the SmackDown at Kokomo. Night 1 was the preview. And we'll go to those highlights.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's showtime at Kokomo Speedway. Elbows up, hammer down, free flag there. We're off and racing. The break in, everybody looking for some room to operate. It's the Macho Man Show. go the way down the back straightaway. He's out front the meet green 69.
CJ Leary rolling the top side of the racetrack in the 19 car. He started fourth. He's still fourth, but he's trying to go around Carson short. Bumping around down low. Man, I'm not sure there was any more than 2 tires on the ground at one time. We'll keep him out of the 21 car.
It's the Macho Man out front. Team Estes in second. Oh, contact Larry. And short upside down. We go red.
That's second, Larry third. They fall in line. We work lap number 3. Jason here still a long way to go. Absolutely. Got Larry in the 19 car up to third. Got another 19 cars roaming around the high side. Logan Seavey looking very, very good here.
Oh, baby, how about T-Mess puts it in the hole? The time at 23, back to the point is T-Mess time here at Kokomo.
But he's got some company. Brady Bacon right there, top 3 cars. They will pull away Justin Grant. And here comes the Macho Man.
Oh, the Macho Man trying to drop the elbow on T-Mess for the top spot. Here comes JG once again. He'll put the slider on the Macho Man. Grant for the second spot. T-Mess once again, 4 above. He'll bring him off of turn number 4. Good stuff here at Kokomo as we close in on halfway.
Mesereau just doing the unthinkable, making it work. Here comes Grant working around Bacon. He'll go to the bottom, slide up in front of him, close the door. Bacon gonna fight back on the bottom off turn number 4. Who's going to be at the line? Give it to Bacon.
12 laps to go. Things shaping up nicely. Here comes CJ Larry. He wants to throw his hat in the mix. And here comes JG to the slider. And T-Mess is alive.
Nearly 3 wide for the top spot. Your black car's up front, touch. Wyndham. Or not Wyndham, I'm sorry. Grant. Oh, we are 3 wide. Who's it going to be? Whoa, boy. Mesereau off the racetrack.
Kokomo Speedway. Oh, baby, here we go. Good stuff on GYAP. Oh, T-Mess up over the cushion. We stay green. That'll hurt Larry. Front 2 breakaway. Macho Man out front. We're still digging.
Full stop. Man, oh man, give the race lead to the Macho Man. Brady Bacon, but here comes Grant again.
Jason 8 to go. Grant to the inside. Looking at that Bacon. Rob almost kills it. He keeps going. Justin Grant now. Pins the ears back on the top motorsports number 4. He's got a big lead. Can he hold on?
Brady Bacon, I don't know how he didn't shut that thing down. First car back to the line. Gotta be JG. He'll pick up 9-1 off the SmackDown.
And picking up the challenge for a driver that's never been there in a non-wing car, Anton Hernandez won the big money in that. Then the next night, Thursday night, kicked off the SmackDown.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get dirty with the Amsoil USAC National Sprint Cars here at the SmackDown. Macho Man will set the pace on turn number 4. Green flag is down. Let's do it. Brady Bacon through turns 1 and 2 goes right to the outside part of the racetrack. T-Mess goes up there as well. Bacon will lead him in turns 3 and 4. Picked up the lead off turn 4. And lead line number 1. Bacon out front. Thomas Mesereau straight to second. CJ Leary working down low in third. Cal Cummins up there in 4th. Sunshine rounds out your top 5. Cal Cummins going 3 wide right through the middle in between Leary and Sunshine as they cross the stripe. 3R's been fast all night long. There's a great battle there. Leary sits in 3rd. 4th Cummins in the middle of your screen, and Sunshine Tyler Courtney runs in 5th. Courtney now to the inside will take the spot from Cal Cummins as they come on turn number 4. So put Sunshine up into 4th, Cummins back to 5th. Courtney looking to the inside of Thomas Mesereau. Is Mesereau going to run the top pretty much all the way around no matter what? CJ Leary now taking a look to the inside of Kyle Cummins, and Leary going to take the spot as Justin Grant up there as well. Oh, CJ Leary on a big bike down in turn 1. Now up into the fence. His teammate gives him a bump. He'll continue on but loses about 7 or 8 spots. Big bike for Leary. Meanwhile, up in front for the lead. Tyler Courtney to the inside, 3 wide. Thomas Mesereau around the outside. Courtney gets into Brady Bacon. Caution lights come on. So as CJ Leary was up on the bike over in turns 1 and 2. Great battle for the lead, 3-car battle. Brady Bacon, Tyler Courtney, Kyle Cummins, Chase Stocker, then he's your top 5. Green is out, and we are back underway. Bacon to the low line through turns 1 and 2. Not going to work on T-Mez. He'll lead him down the back straightaway. Sunshine working to the outside of Brady Bacon with a full head of steam into turn 3. Tyler Courtney trying to go around Brady Bacon. He will pass him by nose in the stripe and take over second. Bacon trying to fight back on the inside through turns 1 and 2. Tyler Courtney now will take over second spot from Brady Bacon outside in. He'll look to the inside on Thomas Meserol. Now the race for the lead starting to heat up. Back to the top shelf. In turns 1 and 2. Bacon up there as well. Stockton has taken over fourth. But we'll keep it here on the lead. Meserol. As Tyler Courtney jumps the cushion a little bit, loses a little ground to the 47 as he works his way into turn number 3. Gonna go this time by for Thomas Meserol. Out in front, looking for his 10th career USAC National Sprint win first here in 2019, his 12th overall sprint win. Can he get it done? White flag coming out this time by for Thomas Meserol. He'll cross the stripe out in front. Tyler Courtney just over a second back in second. But Thomas Meserol, who led laps last night, was very fast here in the 23S, back in the 47. He comes on turn 4, and T-Mez will win night 1 of the SmackDown here in Kokomo. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. T-Mez wins here tonight in Kokomo.
So that was night 1. Night 2 was Friday night.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get dirty with the AMSOIL USAC National Sprint Cars. It is night number 2 of the SmackDown here at Kokomo Speedway. Logan Seavey and Kevin Thomas Jr. to set the pace at the North Star Can on turn 4. Green flag is out. Let's do it. Seavey to the lead will slide up on turn number 2. Here comes KTJ to the inside as they battle in turn 3. Kevin Thomas Jr. trying to lead lap number 1. It's not going to happen. It's Logan Seavey out in front. His teammate Larry sits in that third spot. Working low is good. Working high is good. That's what we like to see here at Kokomo Speedway. As CJ Larry now to the inside of Kevin Thomas Jr. trying to take second. Side by side, it's still Logan Seavey out in front. Larry down low will take second. Team cars run 1 and 2. ATJ fall back to third. It is Justin Grant creeping up into that 4th spot. Justin Grant, a winner on Wednesday night, looking to the inside of Kevin Thomas Jr., Grant, the recently crowned Kokomo Speedway track champion. Teammates going at it. Logan Seavey with the white visor out in front, working the high line. CJ Leary, 0.264 as they cross the stripe. Right behind him is CJ Leary. Logan Seavey has never won a USAC National Sprint Car feature. CJ Leary has 1 win on the year, and that was round 3 down at Bubba Raceway Park in Florida. Side by side, off of turn 2, Seavey with the momentum will stay out front. Logan Seavey, little mistake in the middle of 3 and 4. That could allow CJ Leary a run down in turn 1. Leary working the low line on Seavey, still can't quite make it by. Lap traffic right in front of your leaders, about a straightaway in front of Logan Seavey. They'll catch it here quickly. Seavey still up top. Leary down low. Will we see CJ Leary move on top? There he goes. Little diamond of the corner, if you will, from outside in, trying to get a run on Seavey. Lap traffic going to come into play. Catching the tail end of this field. They both go top shelf in turns 1 and 2. You have to pass about 4 or 5 more cars to catch Brady Bacon. CJ Leary closing the gap just a little bit as they both race around Shane Cottle coming off turn 2. Cole catching the next victim. It looks like Seavey on turn 4. Losing a little bit. Leary reeling him in. Back in 1, nose to tail. So there are your leaders, teammates. As Ryan Bull Underwood bringing a 3-car effort here to the Kokomo SmackDown. Logan Seavey still out in front on CJ Leary. Now Leary dips down a little bit to the middle part of the racetrack as they get around Cole Ketchum. Laps winding down. It'll be 10 to go this time by for the Southern California driver Logan Seavey. White visor for Seavey out front. That's the easiest way to tell the difference between these 2 cars. Down the back straightaway into turn in number 3. It doesn't look like he's going to catch it. Can he get Chase Stockton before the end of this one? White flag is out. Can Logan Seavey go out to win here tonight? Night number 2 of the SmackDown to Kokomo Speedway. Hasn't run many sprint car races this year, but ladies and gentlemen, his first career USAC sprint win gets done here at the SmackDown. Seavey wins at Kokomo.
So Logan Seavey with the surprise win on Friday, and then Saturday was time for the big money. And here's those highlights.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get dirty with the AMSOIL USAC National Sprint Cars here at the SmackDown. Going green in the Nostar Kid in south. Let's do it. Courtney will lead us down in turn number 1, off turn number 2, 3 almost 4 wide. As CJ Leary up into the mix. Cal Cummins going top shelf off turn 4. It is Sunshine to lead lap number 1. There in a second, Cummins, Grant, and Chase Stockton. That's your top 5. Tyler Courtney now pulling away from CJ Leary as here comes Cal Cummins out of the inside in turn 3 and 4. The 4-time CS champ got the front wheels up, and he'll take second from CJ Leary. Chase Stockton trying to pull away from CJ Leary. Meanwhile, up front, here comes Cal Cummins once again. Down the back straightaway through turn 3 and 4. He is keeping Sunshine honest. Both cars getting a little sideways to the middle part of the racetrack there. Coming out turn 4, and Sunshine pulls away. A little bit more of a lead there for Tyler Courtney as they go back to Justin Grant. Grant running 6th. He's got Macho Man Bacon right behind him. 5th, 6th, and 7th on the racetrack. Right now, taking a look at the inside of Logan Seavey as they go back into turn 1. Nice slide job for the 4th car, and he will make it work. So Justin Grant takes over 5th from Logan Seavey. Seavey last night's winner for that 3rd spot as they race down the back straightaway into turn number 3. JG up on top. Protect that CJ Leary to the inside of Chase Stockton. There's Seavey. Now to the inside of Justin Grant. Brady Bacon going 3 wide coming out turn 2. 69 car. Brady Bacon, I think, hit one of the tractor tires running down low. Almost spins it out. Keeps it going. Loses ground. As Kevin Thomas Jr. now with Chris Wyndham right on the back bumper of Brady Bacon through turn 3 and 4. From outside to the inside goes Cummins. He gains ground. Races for the lead through turns 1 and 2. A little bobble there for Sunshine. Cummins almost into the pits on turn 2. Down the back straightaway. Sunshine will bring him on turn number 4. 3 laps to go for the 7BC. Get Kyle Cummins. Pull a rabbit out of his hat and make a move on the 7BC. With 2 to go, this time by $11,000 on the line. Leary, Grant, KTJ now into the top 5. But Sunshine Tyler Courtney out in front. A healthy lead now over Kyle Cummins as he works off turn number 4. White flag is out. 1 lap to go for Tyler Courtney. Trying to become a 2-time SmackDown champion here at Kokomo Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, through turns 3 and 4 for the final time, Sunshine gets it done here at the SmackDown. Tyler Courtney wins here at Kokomo.
The highlights for Knoxville was courtesy of Dirt Vision, and the Kokomo SmackDown highlights were courtesy of Flow TV. That's been your highlights of the week. This is not a sponsor ad, but it's an ad for our Twitter page at Dirt Racing Podcast on Twitter, where you find the latest results, news, information on upcoming shows when the show comes out. And currently, the breaking news on the Twitter is CJB Motorsports number 5 for next year. Shane Stewart will not be driving the car, and they'll be looking, but he'll be in the remainder of the rest of this year. And the other silly season news that broke this week, the 2KS that runs Knoxville Raceway will have a new driver for next year, as Austin McCarl will not be in the car. So keep up with the latest news and results on Twitter at the Dirt Racing Podcast. Up on this week's schedule, some good races coming up. For the first time ever in West Burlington, Iowa, down at the 34 Raceway, is on Friday night will be the Lucas Oil ASCS Series, and then on Saturday night, the Lucas Oil POWRi War Sprint Cars. And then Sunday, the War Sprint Cars head over to Jacksonville, Illinois to wrap up their weekend, while ASCS Saturday and Sunday head to Lake of the Ozarks Speedway in Missouri. And starting tomorrow night, the 2019 Race Saver Nationals over at Eagle Speedway in Lincoln, Nebraska, as it's for your 305 Race Savers who will take home the big money. And there's a lot of other great action across the country. All Stars has a 4-night swing. And that's some of the racing for this coming weekend. After the debacle Sunday night at BAPS, here's some rule changes I would like to see changed. And I'm not just picking on one series. First of all, World of Outlaws, I would love to see a format change. At least to have an invert so there would be some passing in the heat races. Instead of, no, you qualify up front, you get a starter right on the front row of your heat race. 2, guaranteed time in the work area after halfway. That rule needs to go bye-bye. And that's for any track also. 3, double file restart. Leader only has choice and gets the choice top or bottom, and then everybody else fills in. 4, they're crisscrossing the rows on lineups. I do not care for that. Line them, if middle guy's gone, line them straight up, and so on. And when why not have a bigger B main, like 20 cars and a C still, but a bigger B main field than in just 14 cars? And the final World of Outlaws rule change on the sprint car side I would like to see gone is jumping the start, and this is for any track, automatic to the rear, and same way with the cone. No 2-spot penalty, no to this. For the All-Stars, it's the cone area in the work area needs to go, that you have to stand in this certain area, needs to go bye-bye. I know some crew members like to stand around and watch in different areas, not just one area. So that needs to be addressed. 2, keep they have the best format. I won't see many changes on that. Except guaranteed time in the work area and the cone deal. And the rough driving penalty, just for anybody. If it's blatant, call it. But if it's questionable, don't call it. Because there'll be a bunch at Boone that will be questionable. And another rule. Just don't make rules as you go and enforce them here and there. I don't care if you're a superstar or just a local driver, force them all the way. And this goes on the fuel stop. 3 minutes is a long time. Make it at the Nationals. You still have the 3 minutes, but to make it more interesting, you can't change the right rear tire at all, or the left rear. No tire change unless it's flat. And the final one is don't make the fans mad like Sunday night and all the controversy. You just make yourself look bad on the internet. And that's it for the rule changes I could think of off the top of my head. Any more that you'd like to see gone or change, hit us up on Twitter. If you're coming to Knoxville, Iowa for the Late Mall Nationals, hear that week's episode, see it live in person at the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame Museum on the second floor on September 12th. That episode will have Chris Krug talking about the undercard and a few other events coming up, as he's the announcer at the Knoxville Raceway and I-80 Speedway and works for My Race Pass. And also, the other second guest for sure right now is Ben Shelton, as we'll talk about the week before, recap the World 100, and also talk about that week's Knoxville Late Mall Nationals. The show will begin at 1:15 if you're in the area and want to see it in person, or as soon as we get done doing the show, the same show will be airing for listen right afterwards. So things for upcoming show. I already talked about the September 12th show. For the week of the 16th, our special guest will be Bob Baker, and he'll sit down with us and go through the process on the voting for to get into the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame. How the inductees get in. So that's coming up the 19th. Sometime down the line, when it works in schedule-wise, the Chick Magnet, Josh Hagwood, and Jamie Ball will be on the show sometime, just when it works out so he can get down to record it. And I'll let people know on Twitter when that's going to happen. But any further show updates and results, like I mentioned before, check our Twitter page at the Dirt Racing Podcast, because it'll get you information right up there and there. And once again, thanks for joining us this week. And as always, if you go to your support your tracks. Thanks for listening to another edition of the Racing Podcast.